Hey guys, happy Monday to everybody. So I'm just gonna do a get ready with me vlog today because I haven't done one of these in a long time, and this will kind of be like my bonus video, I guess. I'm trying to like stick to a regular schedule, but I got a request to do a quick tutorial with the Shady Lady from The Balm. This is the volume 2, and my tutorials, like, I know that some people really like watching those, but they don't really get like a lot of views, and I don't want to, I guess, waste my time doing things that you guys don't want to see necessarily. So I'm just gonna show you guys with this within this video. Does that make sense? So for those that were curious, you'll be able to see that here. But I really like doing these vlog type videos because I talk a lot in my regular videos, and maybe doing this will get out most of the stuff that's on my mind. And then my other videos the rest of the week won't be as long. We'll see. Anyway, I'm putting on my Sarah McNamara Miracle Skin Transformer, and I love this stuff. Oh, I love it. So I had a wedding this weekend, and it went really well. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted lots of pictures, and it was very cute. They did like a dessert reception. It was a Mormon wedding, and this was the first Mormon wedding that I've ever done, and we're not allowed in the temple because neither my business partner or I, we're not Mormon. And I just don't think that like, even if we were allowed in the temple, that there would be much for us to do. I don't know how Mormon like wedding ceremonies actually work. Like, the bride didn't really like tell us very much. I don't know if it's like a secret. If you're Mormon and you're watching and you know, I'd love to know. Like, did she just not tell us because like she didn't think about it, or because like we're not supposed to know, not being Mormon, like how the ceremony works? Anyway, whatever. So we just took care of the reception part, and it was cute because it was just a dessert reception. It was like an open house. They didn't have a DJ. People just kind of came and went, and I think I went into like a diabetic shock, because normally when we do like events, like, we always try the food, we always try the desserts so that we know what to recommend to our clients, because there are some caterers that do really good jobs and there are some that do not. That's information that a bride who's planning her wedding should know. So, you know, we actually have in our contract that clients do have to provide a meal for us. So normally we get what everybody else eats. Sometimes there are like vendor meals. So the caterers that do vendor meals, I'm always like, that's really stupid of you. Like, you should have us eat your food, because we're the ones who are recommending to people like whether they should book you or not. And if you give me like a ham and cheese sandwich in a box, like, that's not really going to be able to allow me to speak to your catering abilities. So anyway, what was the point that I was trying to make with that? Just that it was a good weekend. She really loved her flowers. I love the bouquet that I did for her. It was peonies and tulips and garden roses and freesia, and oh, it was just so pretty. I loved it. Very like springy, like just white, pink, and blush essentially. But the tulips kind of made it a little bit more springy. It was just really cute. I was sad to give it away. I said on Instagram that I'm always like sad to give like bouquets up, because like, you know, you just work so hard on something and then you like have to give it away, and you're like, what? I want to keep this. But truthfully, by the end of the summer, I'm so sick of flowers. Like, I even tell Craig, like, please don't ever get me flowers like for our anniversary or, you know, whatever, like Valentine's Day. I'm kind of over flowers in a way, at least getting them as like a personal gift, especially if he gets them at like, you know how supermarkets will sometimes do like arrangements and stuff, or like if you order them from like FTD or whatever. Like, no offense to like FTD, but like, they're just really generic, and I like more personalized, I guess, bouquets. If I'm going to get one from someone, I would like it to be like something custom, not something that somebody can like go onto a website and say, yes, click, buy this one, send it off. Because they're also normally like, it's asinine what they charge. Like, I know how much the wholesale cost is for the flowers for them, and then to see what they charge, I'm always like, what? Really? This is nothing but daisies and some greenery, and you're charging $85? I mean, yeah, people have to make a living, but I guess just knowing this information, sometimes I'm just like, I don't know. I just get annoyed. I shouldn't. Anyway, so I had actually thought about doing a wedding series. So for those of you that are fairly new to my channel, so what I do is I do a few things. I own my own company with my business partner, and we've been around for 5 years now, and essentially within our company we offer lots of different services. So the main thing that we do is like wedding planning and coordination. So that's, I guess, sort of like maybe like the bulk of our business. We also offer floral services. So I do those mostly because I kind of have that creative sense, I guess, and I have sort of taught myself like flower care and, you know, how to put things together and make them look awesome and last, because that's important, especially in the summer heat. We also offer hair and makeup services, so you guys know that I do makeup. So I do mostly bridal makeup. I'm not really into like the fashion or like, you know, magazine makeup stuff. Like, if I really wanted to, I bet I could probably try to get into that. I mean, I don't live in a market where that's really huge anyway, but I don't like that. I like doing brides, and then, you know, like if I get like the random like senior portrait makeup or like boudoir photography makeup, like, you know, I like that kind of variety, but I don't want anything to do with like fashion, stuff like that. And then we also offer like stationery through our company. So there's lots of different things that we offer, like, but so I was wondering if you guys were interested. Obviously not everybody's getting married. A lot of you probably already are married. Or a lot of you probably just don't even have interest in this, but let me know down below. I'm thinking about doing like a wedding series. So essentially like telling you guys like from a planner standpoint, like what my advice is in terms of like where you should spend your money, where you should save money, where you can negotiate, stuff like that. And just some general like tips, because I know weddings are really expensive. I do them a lot. During the summer, I do them every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we do about 60 to 70 weddings a year. So I have a lot of weddings under my belt, and I've definitely learned a lot over the years. And I think most people are planning their wedding for the first time, and so they don't know like, hey, I can negotiate this, or hey, this is where I should spend my money. Because most brides that first come into us, oh my gosh, it's comical. They're like, I have $20,000 and I'm spending $8,000 on my dress. And like right there, we have to stop them and say, please don't spend $8,000 on your dress if you only have a $20,000 budget. This is a 6-hour day. Let's budget things out. Let's allocate. Because you have flowers to think of, catering to think of, your venue to think of, photography, videography, the DJ, the photo booth, the cake, the candy bar if you want it. Like, there's just so much stuff. The rentals, like your linens. Like, there's so much stuff to think about. And I think, you know, when someone gets engaged, their first thought is like, I want to just plan it all at once. When really, like, you should step back and like, one, talk about your budget. Anyway, I shouldn't get into this right now. But anyway, I think there are things that, you know, people should do before they really get like gung-ho about like booking a bunch of stuff. So anyway, let me know if you guys are interested in a series like that. I can also kind of talk about how I got into doing this, because I've had so many people ask me like how I got into this, like if I needed to go to school or anything. Also, I have so many people telling me like, oh, like your job is so easy, like, and it's just so much fun. But let me tell you, if I had like $1 for every time someone said that to me, like, oh, I want to be a wedding planner, I wouldn't have to be a wedding planner anymore. I'd be loaded. And I always tell people, like, dude, this is not what you think it is. So, you know, I think that's probably kind of helpful for those of you who are maybe a little bit younger and thinking about doing this as a career. I would probably actually steer you towards something else. Let me just say that, because this isn't easy. And you have to have a certain type of personality, I think, for doing what I do. Not that I'm some kind of genius or anything, but I think you kind of, in a way, have to have like a really tough skin. You have to be very like bold and out there. Like, you can't be shy, you can't be introverted. Like, you really have to be willing to put yourself out there, and you got to be tough, like physically, mentally, emotionally, because people will yell at you, people will be nasty to you, people will just do some of the weirdest things at weddings. So, you know, it's not something that just anybody, I think, should do. Okay, so I take forever. What else? So Stella is going to my mom's house, my mom and my dad's house up in Washington this weekend. On Saturday, I'm meeting my mom kind of halfway between her house and my house, and we're doing like a little switch with the kid. And this is going to be like the worst Mom of the Year comment, but I'm so excited, you guys. I'm getting like overwhelmed already with the amount of work that I have to do for this summer. So my mom works for a school district, so she's able to take Stella when she doesn't work. And so she's going to take her from this Saturday until next Friday, and then next Friday she's going to bring her back down. And then that very same day, Stella has to go to like my mother-in-law's house to be babysat, because I have a venue walkthrough that day. I thought my mom was going to be able to keep her until next Saturday, but she actually has some plans down here with her girlfriends to do some shopping, so she's going to just bring her back at the beginning of the day. But I'm so excited, because that will mean like almost a whole week of me being able to just do a bunch of client meetings. I can't really do stuff during the day right now because I obviously have Stella, and it doesn't make sense for me to put her in daycare every day, because then I might as well just not work at all, because all of my money would go to daycare. But when she's with my mom, I know that she's having fun. I know that she's safe. I know my mom is having a blast, and that's like super important to me. So, by the way, I'm just doing my contour right now. I'll do a separate video on like in depth what I normally do, products I use and stuff. So yeah, I have a bunch of meetings scheduled for Sunday, and then have one next Thursday night, and then I'm actually probably going to be filling in some other stuff. Plus, I need to do my spring cleaning in the house here. That's really hard to do with Stella around, because I can't do too much when she's sleeping, because I don't want to be too loud. I mean, she sleeps through pretty much anything. We just kind of raised her that way. But also, like, you know, it's not like I'm going to go out of my way and, like, vacuum all the cobwebs. Not that there's that many, but, you know, along the ceiling, and risk her waking up, because girlfriend needs her nap. When she does not sleep, it is bad news for all involved. My hair dries so fast. So yeah, I'm so excited to have that free time. Also, I just want to like go out and like just do stuff by myself for a little bit. Craig is good, because most Sundays, you know, he'll hang out with Stella so that I can like go to Target or go grocery shopping or that kind of thing. But like, he works all week, so not that I don't, but you know, like, he likes to have time on the weekends to do his thing as well, and he usually works at least 6 days a week. So our schedules really have not been like very conducive to raising a child in a normal kind of way. Not that I think there is a normal way to raise a kid, but you know, like, I work so much during the spring and summer that it's almost like impossible for me to like have a normal kind of existence with Stella, because I'm running around so much and I'm shuffling her around to people so that I can get my work done. It's obviously nice, you know, for the rest of the year, because I don't have to like do as much, And I actually have a pretty big job change coming up for next year. So right now I am doing everything within the company. So I'm doing planning, coordination, I'm doing flowers, and I'm doing makeup. But I had to make the decision just for my own sanity that I needed to drop something. And the thing that I'm probably least passionate about is the planning and the coordination. So as of next year, I'm not doing that portion at all anymore, which was really hard for me to sort of accept at first because that's what I started out doing. That's how we built the company. And part of me is like, oh, I just hate to like hand this over and then like know that that's not something that I'm going to be doing again. But truthfully, like having Stella, like it's a necessity also for my sanity, because I just can't keep going at the current pace that I'm going. So I'm going to focus exclusively on doing floral and then makeup. So I'm going to kind of like designate certain weekends to do flowers, certain weekends to do makeup, and whichever gets booked first is what I will do that weekend. And that's just going to be really nice for me because I can control my income that way still. You know, I can still choose when I want to work. But I just don't have like the constant stress of like, okay, I have to get up at 4:30 in the morning because I have to start makeup at 6. Then after doing makeup for 7 hours, I have to go straight to the venue and prep the venue for the ceremony and reception. You know, possibly having to pick up flowers in between those two to take to the wedding. So there are some weddings where I do like makeup, flowers, and coordination. And then I'm not done until like 1 in the morning. So I'm literally going from 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. That's a long day. And I'm not that young and spry anymore. So I need to change something up. So I was going to use, I don't think I want to go that far. I was going to use Barely Branded underneath as a base, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to show you guys with this. So this is the Devilish Danielle. This is the eyeshadow that I always put as my base on my lids. So I'm going to do that with just an e.l.f. shading brush. So that's sort of my big change coming up. It's a huge change because it will mean that I will actually be able to spend more time with Stella. So after I do like makeup, for example, I normally start at like 7 in the morning, something like that, depending on how many clients I'm doing. Because people sometimes have to be ready by like noon or 1. Like if their wedding's at 1:30, like makeup better be done by noon, if not earlier, if they're doing like their first look and all of their pictures before. So, yeah. But I mean, there's just potential for me to be done earlier in the day and to actually have like a Saturday afternoon to spend with my kid. And I need to do that because I'm only having one kid. And I need to spend time with her year round, not just during like the fall and winter. I just don't think that it's like a very stable environment for her in some ways, the way that I'm doing things now. So I just have to switch it up. So you can see, you can see I just sort of slapped that on there. Like I wasn't super careful or anything. It's such a light color that it's really forgiving. You can also put some along your lower lash line here. I'm really kind of being messy today. I'm normally not quite this messy about it. And then I'm just going to take a brush and soften that out a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to take a blending brush. This is just one from Sigma, and today I'm actually going to take the Insane Jane, which is this taupey gray at the very top here, and I'm just going to put that in my crease, and that'll be it. So I'm very excited about this change, but I'm also a little bit sad because I won't have as much of a connection with my clients anymore. When you're planning a wedding with somebody, like you really you spend a fair amount of time with them, and a lot of times you become friends with them. I notice on the weddings where I'm just doing flowers that I don't have that close of a relationship with those clients, which, you know, ultimately is fine because I'm not doing this to like make friends. It's kind of nice that by default I will become friends with some people, but I just need to do what's better for my kid. So you can see I'm just kind of putting that into my outer corner here. I'm working that down onto the lid over top of the Devilish Danielle. Sorry, I had to make sure I had that name right. And then I'm going to take my fluffy brush again, which is what I use to put this Lorac Baked Matte Satin Shadow in Posh on initially, and I'm just going to get a little bit more of that. Tap off the excess, and I'm going to go around the outer corner and soften that up. I guess the outer edges of the crease color. So this is just a, like, everyday, like, easy go-to look. And I'm just going to repeat that to the other side real quick. What else is going on? Stella's actually not sleeping right now, which is stressing me out because she really does need to take a nap. She's one of those kids that, like, if she doesn't sleep, she is like a jerk for the whole day. And by jerk, I mean like she throws stuff around, she throws temper tantrums, she's crabby. I call it her baby jerk move. Not move, mood, her baby jerk mood. So I'm desperately waiting for her to like pass out. And she woke up kind of early this morning too. I think she's just in a funky mood today. Okay. Does that look about the same? Kind of. Just chattering away in there. I don't know if you guys can hear her. I need to do a haul video next. There's some stuff I gotta show you guys. I bought some stuff from my professional kit, and so I thought I would just show you guys that. Again, just going around like the outer portion of that. Oh, and my eye's watering, that's great. Where's my Q-tip? Okay. So I'm just gonna clean around the edges here really quick. I'm just gonna take a little bit of my Laura Geller Balance and Brighten with this Real Techniques contour brush. Okay, so that's basically the eyeshadow. I think I've been talking for a long time, so I'm going to finish the rest of this, come back and show you guys the finished look and tell you what I used on the rest of my face. So, be right back. Alright, so finished everything off. Put some Moroccan oil in my hair, and this is it for the day. Oh, I forgot to like comb through my brows. This is kind of always the part that I will forget, and then I'm like, why do my brows look so harsh? Okay. Alright. So yeah, this is it, folks. Makeup for the day. It's not super exciting, but that's okay because it's already, I think, like 1:30 anyway, so I don't even know why I bother sometimes, but it just makes me feel better to do something with this. So let me just fill you in really quickly what I actually put on my face because I really didn't tell you very much. Miracle Skin Transformer from Sarah McNamara was the primer that I put down, or like the base or the BB cream, whatever you want to call this. Laura Geller Balance and Brighten and Fair is the foundation that I used. I do use powder foundation. Tarte Smooth Operator Finishing Powder. My contour, I used NYX Blush and Taupe. For my blush today, what did I use? Oh, I used the Pantone Universe and Sephora Color of the Year Coral. This is, I think you can probably still find this on like eBay or something. If you can, you should get it because it's amazing. For the base that you guys saw me put down before I put the shadow down, I used the Lorac Baked Matte Satin Eyeshadow in Posh. This is no longer being made. This is, I don't think it was limited edition. She just discontinued it, which is a bummer because I love these. Luckily, I have all of them. From the Shady Lady, I used Devilish Danielle on my lid and Insane Jane in the crease. For my liner today, I used the 12 Hour Wear Jumbo Pencil from, did I say liner? This is the liner that I used. Sephora 12 Hour Wear Jumbo Pencil in Dark Taupe Shimmer. As you can see, this is getting quite short. I do already have a backup of this because I love it. Love it so much. Mascara was a combination of Buxom Sculpted Lash Mascara and Maybelline The Colossal Volume Express. And then for my brows, all I used was this NYX eyeshadow single in SOS, which I love. So this is what it looks like. Lips. You're probably going to ask me what I have on my lips. It's just my favorite combination right now, which is MAC Viva Glam 2, along with NYX Mega Shine Lip Gloss in Beautiful. I showed this in my Friday favorites. I love it. Beautiful. Madly in love. So, yeah, that's my face today, people. So, there you go. I'm going to film a little haul video now, and so you'll see me in this exact same situation coming up. Thank you guys for joining me, and do let me know about the wedding series if that's something that you're interested in or not. If you're not, totally fine. Not everybody cares about weddings, so just let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, and if you have feedback for me on my videos, definitely like send me a message or leave me a comment. Like, when people just like randomly like thumbs down a video, like that doesn't help me to determine whether you just don't like me as a person, or you didn't like the fact that I had my daughter in the background, or that I showed a product that you didn't like, or you didn't agree with my opinion. Like, I really wish people would do that. Instead of leaving a thumbs down, like, just tell me what you didn't like. If you just don't like me, I think you should probably unsubscribe. So, sorry. That's just something that has been like irking me a little bit. Because it's just not helpful or constructive to me in any kind of way, and I love constructive criticism. So if you would be so kind as to let me know, I would love that. So you don't like always have to leave nice comments. Like I don't expect that, but I do, like, if you have feedback for me, I would just love it if you would tell me instead of just doing this. So anyway, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.